Alia. Alia Bhatt is very exciting to watch. She's fun. She's diverse.
Yeah.
Maze se karti, and you enjoy watching her because you know how much fun she's having performing her characters, and that's always a treat to watch.
For all film-related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Yeah, a year ago.
Yeah, we met exactly a year ago. We should make it our yearly catch-up, basically. So how's it been? How's the year been? How's it treated you? Because we spoke exactly a year ago.
This year has been, I don't know if I'd shot a year ago almost. I think I'd already done another web series with Z, with Asim Abbasi. Now, I don't know if that was after we spoke or before, but this was around also November, December that I did that. And then I think just been busy with the post work for that in terms of ADR and audio recording and anything else. And then prepping for this and then hearing about Qatil Haseenon winning so many awards left, right, and center. And should we go to the US for one? Or then we'd book dates for Singapore for the Creative Asian Academy Awards. So I think just a lot of sitting back and reaping the fruits of the tree. So reaping the benefits of all the work we've done. That's what we've been doing this past year.
So that's a congratulations are in order. A big win for the show at the Asian Academy Creative Awards in Singapore. And also a moment to celebrate because, the show also has been representative of the cultural synergy that both India and Pakistan have had.
Yes, that's been very exciting. And that's what I keep saying. We've been riding on that wave because first of all, any show about women is always really liberating and empowering for other women and for the performers and the creators of the show. So the fact that a show made by women for women, about women, the fact that that won, and then plus it was an India-Pakistan collaboration, I think it was just a win-win situation, all the way around, which was a really high point for all of us, for Shailja as the producer, for Sarvat and I, who were two of the actors representing the others. It was a really proud and exciting moment to be there and get the award for that.
And it's fun, it's amazing because the women on both sides, I mean, though we go back, our history goes back, and not getting into the political aspects of whatever, culturally we are very, very similar, and so are
totally similar.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there is no differentiation. There's absolutely no differentiation. We look the same. We wear shalwar kameez. We wear saris here also. It's the same. That's the thing that differs. But I mean, as for any country in the world is so multicultural. It's got all types of religions and cultures embedded in the society. But what makes someone, a New Yorker or a Bombayite or an Indian or a Pakistani or a, Emirati is this one fundamental cultural bond, which Pakistan and Indian people completely share that. There's absolutely no differentiation.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, even in that terms, the narratives, also the issues that pertain to women across both the countries are the same. And actors here and actors like you and Sarvat also have been highlighting that. Do you think yahan par fir bhi accept ho raha hai? This was described as desi noir, Qatil Haseenon ke naam. Yahan bhi humne dekha hai Darling jaisa show, Monica, Oh My Darling, the kind of narrative Tabu and Vidya Balan have chosen to help. Here, you and Sarvat also have been that face. But do you think acceptance aapke yahan thodi kam hai? Because yahan bhi fight lagi hai. Because usko women oriented, women centric karke ek side mein jaise kehte dafa kar dete hain.
Ji, haan. In Pakistan, they don't really get to see this content. It's literally India and the rest of the world.
Wow.
So, I can't really answer that question because too many Pakistanis or the Awam has not seen this content. The 0.0001% of the niche market that has seen it, because they're either traveling or they got it before or they use VPNs or whatever, they love it. It's empowered them. They're excited. Sure, it may ruffle a few feathers, but like you said, like India has been doing it, like you have to be dheet. You have to keep at it, and literally we are a form of very deep people. India mein, Pakistan mein bhi bahut deep log hain. And bar kar karke, finally you kind of make a crack and break through. So Indians have been doing it for a while. They've been through that struggle and finally they've got their foot in the door. I think for us, we are still in that process of still knocking on that wall. And we've been able to do it through our television series, some of them, of which Sarvat and I and others have been a part of, which were female driven, about female issues, where the female protagonists stood up for themselves. So this is just in a different, ek naye roop mein hum log usi kahani ko aage badha rahe hain with film noirs and churels and desi noir kind of genres. It's just another way of telling our story. So एक प्यार से होता है, एक तमीज से होता है, एक लिहाज से, और एक भांडा फाड़ के.
Absolutely. And also, the thing is, like I did tell you in the past too, because you've always chosen to play very empowered women in your shows. वो अबला नारी नहीं है जितने जैसे आपने ड्रामा भी किए हैं. मगर क्या होता है यहाँ भी और आपके यहाँ भी वो एक आजकल the word feminism has just been misrepresented. वो बोलते हैं ये जो actor है ना ये बहुत feminist है.
Yes.
You might necessarily not be feminist in the conventional meaning of that word.
But they, I think we all are feminists in exactly the conventional meaning of the word, but that has been bastardized.
Yeah,
Usko gali bana chuke hain कि women, man haters are feminists. No, really, like we're just standing up for women's rights in any way that we can, whether we go to jalsas, whether we tell it through stories, whether we write them, whether we perform them, whether we speak up about them. So I think people just get scared that women, powerful women, a powerful woman is a scary thing because she can do anything. She's much smarter, she's much more capable. So I think they're just scared, which is why we've seen a woman hamesha daba ke rakhi jati hai because she's quite a force to reckon with. So keep her pregnant, make her the baby machine, keep her busy with home stuff, and let her not meddle with, politics and business matters because she just may well excel in it.
Like Zuvi, your character Zuvi, which was,
Zuvi. Yes. Zuvi was not in the kitchen. She had no children. She had plenty of time to plot and plan and get what she wanted.
Absolutely.
And,
But आपने भी कहीं आपकी एक मैं interview सुन रही थी where you said that I never wanted to play the Haseena ever, the Haseen type of actor, But आपको हाल ही में आपने comedy भी की और आपको वो हसीन वाला वो भी दे दिया, But for somebody who tried not to be typecast in that stereotypical image of a heroine, how tough or easy has it been for you, really?
I think, like all actors, when you've done one or two projects that have really stuck with the audience and have really left a mark in their memory, and they kind of connect you with that personality, you automatically become typecast. I think for producers and directors, and even when when you're in the list of casting projects, people will definitely think, okay, this is the heroine list, this is the actor list, this is the indie film list. So it has definitely been a struggle. I wouldn't say a struggle, but it's definitely been the path that I've been on, where I think even directors are confused. Do we cast her in this or do we cast her in that? And that's not their fault. That's how I present myself. I think I shy away from the glamorous world. And I just, it's a personal choice. I think मैं कहती हूँ, even when the makeup artist comes with the mirror in between a shot, or if I go see a retake, I'm like, I can't watch myself. It's been years, but I still cannot watch myself because मैं हजार I'm like distracted. और उन 1000 looks में से 500 will be appearance. I don't even want to think what I'm looking like because that doesn't matter. You can't look good all the time. You just have to give your best performance and leave it up to the makeup artist and the director and the DP to find your angles, your light, fix your makeup, whatever. But I can't get stuck in that. It just confuses me, throws me off. Now, had I been someone who was more particular about that also, I think I'm pretty versatile as an actor. I know my capabilities, but also I think my like what you see, you can put me in a kashaf role, and I think you can also put me in a very glamorous role. But I don't exude that. So I think that confuses a lot of directors and producers, but I enjoy doing the other roles. It takes a lot of brain space to worry about your hair and makeup and your figure. It really does.
But for somebody who's actually the style icon for many years, let me just tell you, I also relate because it's very easy and it's very relatable and it's very casual, your style. So jo regular ladki hai, jo office jati hai, kaam karti hai, she finds a resonance with you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm looking, is that I can be you, you can be me. We are, we're the same person. I don't look at me like untouchable heroine ki pata nahi kab isko dekhenge, ban sakenge. Aap ho is tarah, main aap hi ki tarah hu. So I feel like I'm definitely more on that level of wanting to really connect with my audience and make them, they can do it too.
Absolutely. So ab iske baad aapka show aa raha hai Asim Abbasi ke sath. You've reunited with him. So can you tell us a little more, since kya ab bhi humko wait karna padega? Because that's also something, you are playing a very different character.
How do you know?
Because मैं पढ़ रही थी, जितना मैंने पढ़ा है और जितनी मुझे information मिली है, मुझे यही पता है कि आप और फवाद के dynamics बहुत different हैं. And you're somebody who's like a healer and outwardly and something. So I was very intrigued.
Yes. Well, no one's come knocking on my door in a while to tell me to keep my lips sealed, but I know that I can't give too much. But it's definitely going to come up. I mean, next year, which is like next week. But it's really something very from us done. Like after Cake, me and emotional, then there was Chirel, which was really fierce and badass and just female driven. And now we're back to a family saga, but with elements of mysticism, and it's shot up north in this magical land. And it's this whole new, like a fairy tale world has almost been created. Not fairy tale, a mystical, magical land has been created. And the dynamics of these family members and their others is, it's just exciting to watch. I mean, I really, really, really loved the script. I was so grateful to be given that role. Her name is Sherazad. And then I just worked with some amazing actors again this time. It's going to be out next year. It's very different from what you've seen, necessarily female driven. Again, like I am playing this incredibly strong female character that is the glue. So it's not just female centric, it's family oriented. But again, it's amazing how these directors, especially these collaborations we're doing with Z, is highlighting really strong female characters. And I think India is also feeling that, because on TV, चाहे वो पाकिस्तान में हो या इंडिया में हो, हमारी जो औरतें टीवी पे जिस तरह हो रही हैं, like I said, in Pakistan, it's like, very tamiz se, lihaz se, very comfortably, very kosher, strong girls. And in India, you've got different kind of TV content, which is very unrealistic. So I think even the Indian producers and the Pakistani creators here wanted a platform where we can keep telling those female stories, but like in a really different way. And so all the projects that you've seen that we've been doing so far with Z have had these really incredible female protagonists. So Barzakh is just another one.
Looking forward to that. मुझे एक चीज बताएं, ऐसा कौन सा एक्सपीरियंस है जो आप कभी नहीं री-एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहती हैं अपनी ये जो जर्नी है एज एन एक्टर?
The only thing that's coming to mind right now is working in the dead of summer, like in the middle of summer. It is. So this is what was happening in Barzakh. We were shooting in November, December in Hunza, where it gets freezing. It's freezing and we have night shoots. So we start when the sun sets and end just before it gets up. So there's no warmth from the sun. And you kind of, in extreme heat and extreme cold, you tend to forget your lines because your brain kind of shuts down. You go numb, you can't think, but at least the pasina and the hair frizzing up and the makeup melting, and at least you can, even the crew, they're like, at least we can warm up in cold weather. We can sit by an angiti, we can wear another scarf or a sweater, but we can't go stripping while we're working in the summer. So I just know that and I actively try not to work in June, July, and August. It's unbearable. It is unbearable. So I think one thing that I would never want to relive or go through or suffer through is working in the summer, but I should never say never, because ये बोलूंगी और एक project आएगा जो कि June, July, August में ही होगा. So I can't complain. But yes.
You know, I so get that. And बहुत लोग ये नहीं जानते आप stand up comic थी जब आपने शुरू किया था. बहुत सारा I've seen you do comedy हाल ही में. अब भी आपने की है comedy. Why is it because of your strong personality that she'll be best at, you know, getting a point across? Humor नहीं देते.
Yes. आपको लगता है कि मैंने इसमें कातिल हसीना में comedy की?
नहीं हाल ही में आपका एक और show Made in China, is that? No.
Oh हाँ जी yes, Ishad Made in China. Yes, Ishad Made in China was a rom-com, action rom-com. And Mohib Mirza, who was the director and who played Ishad in that, his forte is also comedy. A lot of us started with comedy, but I think TV dramas ने मार के वो हमारा funny bone जो है ना तोड़ दिया है. So we're all kind of trying, and to have comic timing is a blessing. It's just so much fun when you've got that comic timing and you can enjoy that jugalbandi and you can enjoy throwing out lines and reacting fast enough. And I think my training is in improvise. I used to do stand-up comedy, which was all improvisation, and Mohib did too. And I think all the actors he collected for that film have had a funny bone and have dabbled in comedy, and it was just dobara jagaya gaya tha. But you must Ishad Made in China. I'll send you the link. That is a fun, entertaining action rom-com.
Please do. I know आपका shoot के बीच में तो मैं जल्दी wrap करती हूँ. Who's the actor? Actually, I feel you and Tabu will just make an excellent film together. But हमारे यहाँ आप किसके साथ collaborate करना चाहेंगी?
भाई तब्बू ही हैं. उन्हीं के साथ. Always been her. But there's so many now. I mean, Tabu has been like a bachpan ki, role model and dream to kind of embody her or work with her. But I've always said Amir Khan. His work, again, is work that kind of resonates with people. It tells a story. There's a very obvious moral to the story. And I enjoy projects that have that. Alia Bhatt is very exciting to watch. She's fun. She's diverse.
Yeah.
Maze se karti, and you enjoy watching her because you know how much fun she's having performing her characters. And that's always a treat to watch. And Manoj Bajpayee recently, I saw Family Man.
Wow.
And he's excellent. He's so much fun to watch also. Both of them, I forget the other actor's name, but I think Family Man was really fun. And again, it's these actors who look like real people, who act like they're actually living and breathing those characters. The production design and everything around it is kind of like Aam Zindagi. You feel it, you really feel it. It's not something that's too fantastical or too made up. So I think projects and actors who partake in work like that is the same. I'm on that same path.
Absolutely. And जाते जाते ये मुझे बताएं अपने सारे characters में से ऐसा कौन सा character था that you thought this one is close to home? Because sometimes you have to bring in other aspects of living the life of people who don't resonate with you. But in your case, they've always been very strong women.
Well, Zubi definitely was not someone that I was like, that's me. But all the other characters, whether it was Cake or Zindagi Gulzar Hai, or the other dramas I've done, or even in Barzakh, there is definitely a piece of me in all of them. And that's why I enjoy them more, because I can feel them, I can understand them, and I relate to them. And that just helps me try to make it more believable for the audience also.
Indeed.
So I'm really excited to do more of these projects with Z, and we're really grateful for the platform to give us these opportunities and to entertain you guys.
Absolutely. And I've always, as I said, that I've always been a fan of them. And
Thank you.
Shows they can. So want to see you more often, and more power to you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Yes.
And
yes.
have a safe year, and I hope to see more,
You will.
Wow. So inshallah to that.
Thank you
so much.
Take care, Pooja. It was nice catching up again.
Yeah. Likewise. Bye.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.